Kelly Jones. We're talking in the pregame. She's sitting over here and she's like going around with her big giant camera. And I guess you go to like everybody's booth. Tell us about what you're doing here.
Okay. Well, so I'm a content creator in the fly fishing space. I've been coming to Outdoor Retailer for 3 years. And this year they decided to launch a content creator program and bring in some people to meet the brands, get the word out through their platforms, showcase newer products that they're ready to launch to the public. And that's what I'm doing. I'm walking around, getting to know people, getting to know the newer products, and showcase products that I already believe in and I trust and I know. And yeah, it's fun.
You're the quintessential person that like at this show like is like really like into the outdoor. You're fly fisherman, a fly angler. Now, how long you been coming here? How many times?
This is my third summer show, and then I went to the snow show a year or two ago. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the craziest thing you've seen happen here? What's more intriguing things other than DJ, that you showed me? Yeah. Yeah.
The Ridge Wallet launched like a couple of years back, and they did a launch party with Shaky Graves, and it was like a really intimate show. He played like half of his new album, and that was like as like a networking and like an experience. That was really, really cool. I really like every year they do the Circana trend report. And that was just this morning at 9:30.
What's that?
That is industry trends. So where in the industry is growing, where is declining, where sweatshirts and sweatpants grew by $1 billion. Just those two clothing items in the last year.
Wow. Sweatshirts and sweatpants
as
grew the industry.
Just as a product
grew
by $1 billion.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Why?
Because I think athleisure and that intersection just continues to boom. And brands are collaborating rather than, you're creating these limited drops and there's this hype and they're adding streetwear into functional hiking stuff. And it's just, they're finding new ways to adapt. And who doesn't love a good comfy sweatshirt and sweatpants?
It's funny as you say streetwear. I mentioned that a lifetime ago, I was a nightclub promoter, and there was a guy named Rick Klotz, and he came to me. I'm going to date myself big time right now. I was very young, but it was 1989. He's like, "Look, I got an idea. We're at a club, cool club called Enter the Dragon." Or the guy in L.A. The owner of the club was Matt Dyke, who was the owner of Delicious Vinyl, which is like okay. And he's like, "I got a cool idea to do street gear. You can wear it at the club. You can wear it on street. Or I was like, sounds great. I was really busy at nightclub promoter. I said, that was a terrible idea. Yeah. It was turned out to be Jive Clothing. I don't know if you're familiar.
Huge deal.
Do you remember Jive Clothing?
I know Jive Clothing. I mean, I love fashion.
Okay. So Jive Clothing turned out to be huge. And it's so cool to hear to this day. I'm friends with Rick. He has no hard feelings. To hear about like, that's why you think that like that's coming about. It's like, I just think it's awesome.
Yeah. I think post-pandemic, that's just been like continued to boom at a new scale. And then like the industries that are growing, one of the industries that's really grown since the pandemic is bird watching.
What?
I think because people got into backyard bird watching.
Crazy. That's so different.
And then from there, they're like, actually, this is like, it gets me outside. I go for a walk. It's approachable for all levels of athleticism.
Yeah.
And it's been a huge growing sector in the industry for the last 3-4 years. Fly fishing continues to grow. Women's participation in fishing continues to grow. So I really like that's always just it's a really cool numbers seminar and session to like go and sit in and be like, oh, cool. Like this is where the industry is. Like it is going in the direction where I could see it.
That's awesome. Well, as far as direction, last thing, what's your long-term play? What's your big plan? What do you got planned for yourself? Like, what are you going to do?
Millionaire. Just watch it.
you want to be a multimillionaire. You're gonna brand outside of your maybe you come up with maybe you'll be here with your own booth and you'll be doing like your own angler
women's angling apparel that's fashion forward.
I like it.
Just taking men's things and making it women's.
I think that's cool. I like that. All right, we're gonna have you on the Bolotor podcast. Like this is you're gonna be listening to Bolotor podcast right now, but we're gonna have her on for like a 25-minute interview to get her whole origin story and all that. But thank you so much for sharing today.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Gear up for your next adventure and head over to Bolotor.com to check out the amazing Bolo Pack and their other innovative outdoor gear. Catch you next time.